with one new signing already brought in the shape of Samuele Ricci here at Manchester United, we have been improving our squad as we push forward. However, we would like some more additions if possible throughout the remainder of this January transfer window, which we will be finishing up today. We've Tottenham in the Cup to start, although I'm on the bench for that, frustratingly. I don't want to edit my pro. I didn't go far enough through. And then it's Brighton away, also not at Old Trafford, in the Premier League following that. We're still obviously locked in a heated battle at the top of the Premier League table with Manchester City, and Spurs are trying to get involved as well, actually, for the title. We are currently 8 points clear of Manchester City and a full 11 of Spurs. So it's going well so far with 15 games to go and 30 points available. We'd certainly like to finish as close to 87 as we possibly can. Brighton, however, are in 7th and having a decent season and only 4 points outside those European spots for the Europa League in 5th. So we'll do their utmost to try and get a result for us, for them, at home against us later in the day. We're going to keep a keen eye on what happens in the transfer window. But to begin with today, we've unfortunately only a sub appearance here against Tottenham away from home. We'll actually play in the regular home kit, I think, rather than playing in the alternate. And hopefully we can get a result here. 0-0 as I enter the fray. They've got a couple of players booked, a couple of defenders booked, should we say as well, most importantly. But it looks like they're playing a 5-back. Spence, Christensen, Botman, Traore and Sessegnon, you'd imagine, is a 5-back. They've got Parrott in goal. I don't know who he is. Musiala in the midfield, though, with Julian Alvarez and Rashford up top. It's going to be very good for them, so we're going to have to keep them quiet. And hopefully they won't be able to keep me quiet, or us quiet at least. I don't mind who scores the goal, as long as someone in a Manchester United shirt scores the goal. In the pouring rain down in North London. We haven't played in rain like this as long as I can remember, actually. And we'll go for the shots on target. Thank you very much. Not going for the heartbeat one, going for the Maverick. I want that extra little boost to my acceleration and sprint speed. Once we get the personality points swayed the way we want to, hopefully we might be able to get ourselves through to the next round of the FA Cup here. Would love to win this tournament in this save. We've only won the Danish Cup thus far. Only cup we've been victorious in. Only cup final we've gotten to, I think, off the top of my head. We may have reached another one, but I don't think so. Here's Julian Alvarez, looking to get in behind the whole defensive line here, with options around him. Not that he's actually willing to use any of them at the minute. And gives the ball away. That is poor from the former Manchester City man. Shorty will look for me here. I could try and burst around the outside. Help it down the line to Caicedo. I didn't necessarily want such a fancy touch, but we got one. Shorty with a little back heel. My touch is so heavy, though, as I was sprinting towards it, but it took it away from me and towards the defender. We've won it back, though. They are playing a 5-2-3, so there are a number of defenders back here. That's a foul and will be advantage for us, I believe, or free kick for us. Tim's going off for McTominay now. Traore going off, and almost looked like Kimpembe actually coming on for them there. I'm not sure who it was. It was Emerson Royale, my mistake. Here's Domingos Duarte. Into me. Oh, I tried to squeeze that there for Shorty. Not quite finding the final ball, but there's still 20 minutes to find a winner. And when the final ball does come, we'll make sure we put it away. Botman down the wing. Not the man you'd expect to be racing away like that. Julian Alvarez back there to Musiala and Botman. Oh, De Gea saves and manages to keep it out as well. That was important. This is the fourth round. We played Brentford, didn't we, in the FA Cup? See you later, pal. Bye. Played Brentford in the earlier round, didn't we? We looked to set through Ike Bravo here, who's then immediately tackled by Marcus Rashford, who appears to now be playing in defence for Tottenham Hotspur, which is an intriguing one. Musiala to Julian Alvarez. Musiala again looking for Jed Spence, who's seemingly swapped with Rashford. Jed Spence at left wing, Marcus Rashford at right wing back. Logical. Well done, game. Been doing that a lot recently. At least he's not a goalkeeper now playing outfield. Ritchie gets that to me quickly, and if Anthony opens up the space in behind him and looks to get away, we could be in for a positive attack. Bravo looking for me. I wanted to put it away next time I got the chance to, and we have done exactly that. Tottenham 0, Manchester United 1. I told you, when the final ball was right, we wouldn't waste the chance. Enzo. Spence. Don't concede an equaliser immediately, lads, please. That is very well struck as it fell free. So who it was? It was Julian Alvarez that had the effort. Corner from the far side. 4 minutes or so to go. Come on. Let's start with a win today, please. Going to get myself back in the starting lineup with my overall performance here in this one, I think. I do need a 7 overall, and I've got a 7.2 at the minute. I've got my 1 shot on target as well. We are going to get all 3 of our managerial boosts. So, absolutely, we'll be back in the starting lineup for the game against Brighton. Anthony could come to me here and has done. I'll look for Sheldrup. We could get an assist. And that's us through to the next round of the FA Cup. Sorry, Spuds, you've not had it today. You've been well and truly peeled apart. Forward into Julian Alvarez. Nice tackle. Saw Retira get it quickly forward to Anthony here. Ending this one very strong indeed. Pleased with this second half performance from my Manchester United teammates. They've just been as heavily involved as I have, and whilst I got the goal, I still needed teammates to play me in. Bravo, I think, was offside there. Don't think this one's going to count, or is it? Looks like it will do. Yep, it has. He's onside there, Bravo. The man on the far side I couldn't quite see. Ryan Sessegnon playing Iker Bravo onside. Well and truly thoroughly battered Tottenham in that final half an hour. Whether I made the difference or not, I'm not sure. But with a goal and an assist, you'd like to think that we made the impact off the bench to turn the tide in our favour. Certainly, we're delighted to be through to the next round of the FA Cup. And hopefully, fingers crossed, with that level of performance, we can entice some high-caliber teammates to be picked up by Erik ten Hag. We will keep a firm eye on the transfer window as we head in the upcoming week towards the game against Brighton. We had 23 players in the squad prior to that last game. 5-8-8-2 was how it was before, and 5-8-8-2 is how it is continually. 24, 5-8-9-2. We do have a new player, but who is it? Naby Keita. If I'm honest, not the calibre of signing I was hoping for, Mr. Ten Hag. A 33-year-old, 80-rated Naby Keita. If he can have a part to play, then fair enough, but not wowed by that signing, if I'm honest. Not even close to wowed by that signing, but at least it's an incoming, not an outgoing. Brighton away next. McTominay and Ritchie start. Osimhen, Sheldrup and Anthony, we are as strong as we possibly could be, other than the left back actually. For some reason, Caicedo keeps getting the nod ahead of the 83-rated Parisi, but we won't complain. Caicedo's been solid enough. 3 at the back for Brighton as well, which is sometimes a little bit exposed. Let's try and do some of that. Down at the Amex, the Maverick one is score at least 2 goals. Dribble success is also a Maverick. Good, we'll go for that one. 90 minutes against Brighton should hopefully yield as good a return as half an hour against Tottenham. You'd have thought it might actually be the other way around, and in half an hour at Brighton, we should be able to get a 3-0 lead and then maybe try that for 90 minutes against Spurs. But at the minute, we just battered Tottenham, and now we'll try and do something similar to Brighton. We give those on the south coast with the fish and chips all around a bit of battering in a slightly different fashion. Out to Buckley. Can he get that back central? He can. And Anthony will look for me. And I'll look for Sheldrup here. I think was just onside. Who squares it to Victor. And Ritchie deflected and in. A fortuitous opening goal in the 9th minute. Samuele Ritchie, I believe, scoring his first goal for the club with that. On his left-hand side. Not sure what footedness he is actually, Samuele Ritchie. I'd have to double check. I hoped Sheldrup would have a shot there so I could maybe get an assist. But, it's unlucky for the goalkeeper. Just going one way, couldn't quite adjust to get down to it. Wasn't far away from it, though. The shot was going one way and then down the other. He's not quite adjusted well enough, quickly enough. Manchester United 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 0. And it was indeed Samuele Ritchie's first goal for the club, in the Premier League at the very least. And if he played Sheldrup, hopefully he would then play me. As it happened, I did bugger all there. I'll play Sheldrup this time, though. Come on, Andreas, you're in. Now, don't even think about trying to get it back to me. Good lad. Taking the initiative on himself and going for goal. I like that. I rate that. I wish he did it more often. Corner delivered. I'm not going to get there. Carvalho clears, but it's recovered. I think he went for a goal there. It Rayner's hand. It might have done. It did. Right, now, Ches, you've put a number of these over the bar recently. Get this one on target. Up over the wall and down again and on target. Into the wall. A little bit too far the wrong way. I thought, don't put too much height on it. And then, in the end, I didn't put enough height on it. Typical. Osimhen wound up for the header and got nowhere near it. Domingos Duarte to Andreas Sheldrup. I like the idea, but poor execution. Forward we may well come. McTominay into me. Andreas Sheldrup making the run off. It's a poor pass, though. The gap was wide open to play my teammate in. And I've kicked it straight at the defender. Not sure about that, pal. Here's Rafael Leao at Brighton and Hove Albion, might we say. Bloody hell, what a signing. Skip past the challenge. Absolutely sent him to ground. Sat him down. And in the middle here is Sheldrup, who will shoot this time. And it's saved by the keeper. It's all Manchester United here. Surely it's only a matter of time before that second goal goes in. But they're going to get a free kick. Buckley, Anthony needs to make a quick decision and did. McTominay. Oh, I should have called for that really. Ritchie, Sheldrup to me. And a second goal. Good team move. Manchester United 2, Brighton 0. This will keep us top of the Premier League table continually. We don't know what Manchester City are doing on this match day. We shall have a look at the latest scores at half-time, but you can see how well it was put together and how well it was finished as well. It's 2-0 on the South Coast to the away team. Certainly lost the goal-scoring touch of late. We had a record of more than a goal a game. We're now 2 less than a goal a game. Here's Carvalho, Fabio, Oyarzabal, João Pedro, Ekitike. They're playing some really nice free-flowing stuff of their own here, Brighton, proving that they have the quality themselves to maybe still be in this, despite being 2-0 down as we approach half-time. They can get one back before the hour mark, per se, then certainly you'd say they have the opportunity to maybe get something from the game still. But if we can finish them off, back to me, and then I'll play Sheldrup. Oh, Anthony, it's such a dead turn, pal. It was so bad. You expect much better of a man of his talents. We've not even got the ball anymore. Brighton battling, but United universal in their approach in winning games. Collins forward to Oyarzabal, tackled by Buckley. That was nicely done. Osimhen is in front of me. I'll try and slot him through and keep him away from the defenders. Oh, he's done brilliantly. Osimhen, 3-0, another assist for me. We get a lot of assists recently. We've got 22 in 24 now in terms of goals, and we were, last I can recall seeing it, 15 in 14. So my goal scoring has definitely fallen off, but my creativity has taken a notch up. So I'd probably go as far as to say that my overall goal contribution tally is as good as it ever was. It's just that we've been finding ourselves setting teammates up more so than we have tucking the ball away ourselves, which is still absolutely fine by me. We've got a Premier League golden boot to our record now. We own the record in the Premier League for goals scored in a single season now as well. So maybe it is time to start opening up our game to other avenues as well and turning into kind of the all-round Harry Kane-esque style striker that not only devastates defences with fabulous finishing, but also cuts defences apart with pinpoint perfect passing as well. We are becoming ever more a fantastic worldy player. We're nearly actually at the next level for... Oh, go on, get on the end of that, Victor. It's a lovely ball. He's come back to me. I don't know why you've done that, mate. Just fucking shoot, pal. We're very close now to getting to another level as well, so it won't be long until we're a 90 rated player in this save as well. And hopefully, by that point... Finish! Someone like Real Madrid might be knocking on the door for me once again. We're having a very, very good season on top of a sensational career that, to this point, hasn't really yielded the trophy haul that our overall performances deserve, really. We've won the Danish League. We've won the Eredivisie. We've won the Danish Cup. And... is that it? I think it might be. It's all been personal accolades in between then and now. But no trophies since our time at PSV. Nothing at Newcastle. Nothing at Lyon. Or did we win the Coupe? No, we didn't win the Coupe de France at Lyon, did we? We lost to PSG in the final. That we did actually get to another final. We got to the Coupe de France final, didn't we, against Paris Saint-Germain 2 seasons ago. But no trophies at Lyon, no trophies at Manchester United thus far either. So yeah, I don't think we've won a team trophy for about 5 or 6 years domestically. Obviously, we won Euro 2028 with England in the summer, just gone. But we picked up a goal and 2 assists in that game, and we'll be very, very happy with our tally. Oh, goal and 1 assist, sorry. I thought it was 2 and 2, or 1 and 2. We'll double check the tallies all told for my goal involvements throughout the season next, because we won't be playing any more games. We're going to be finishing the transfer window now. So, top of the table by 11 points, but City do have a game in hand. Key to point out. Have a quick look at the squad hub. Still 24, 5, 8, 9 and 2. Naby Keita, the only signing to add to Samuel Ricci thus far. If I look at my career, 1 league title, 1 domestic cup. And we mentioned technically it's 2 league titles because the way that it was done in Denmark, it split and the league splits and it didn't necessarily register that as a league title. So we've won 2 divisions and 1 domestic cup. Weirdly, or annoyingly, it doesn't track international success here. So we have actually won 2 cups because Euro 2028 should be counted in that as well. My overall goal contributions, so 285 goals and 115 assists. So rather aptly, that goal and assist in the last game has taken me up to 400 overall goal contributions in 339 games. So we have a rather wholesome mark there. Really pleased with that, actually. And with regards our performance so far this season, 22 in 24 in the Premier League, but also 13 assists. And I don't know as I've been quite that prolific creatively in previous seasons, other than maybe that one season at Lyon where we scored like fucking 60 goals and got 20 odd assists there as well. So far, 50 goal contributions in 33 games, which is absolutely sensational. If I have a look at the career total, I just want to double check that. So 18 assists and 36 goals in all comps so far this season. Last season was 18 assists in 58 games, and that season at Lyon was 19 assists in 57 games. So I am more, on a game-by-game basis, much more creative now than I was in any other season, because surely I got 24 assists at PSV. Okay, so that's the tally to beat then. 24 assists there is the tally to beat when it comes to setting teammates up. And the goal scoring tally, I don't think we will ever score as many goals as we did at Lyon. We got 62 in the 57 games we played in France, or for the French team. They weren't necessarily all in France because of Europe. 50 last year, and so far this year, 36 in 36. So I might need to take it up a notch to stand a chance of matching Lyon, because we're now not in Europe anymore, having been grouped in the Champions League, which is rather obviously quite frustrating. Fabio Vieira's moved from Barcelona to Bayern Munich. Bernardo Silva's gone from Atleti to Torino at 34 years of age. Max Kilman has joined Brentford for £26.3 million, and they're the biggest deals of the day. Just a quick check to make sure nothing else happened with us, and so far it hasn't. And there aren't any outstanding rumours for Manchester United players there either. Cade Cowell has moved to Arsenal. That's a new one for the Premier League. Second biggest move of transfer deadline day. Fabio Almeida's come to the Premier League as well. Still nothing Manchester United related. Weston McKennie moves back to Serie A with Fiorentina. Declan Rice has moved from PSG to Bayer Leverkusen in the second biggest deal of the window now. But still nothing rumoured Manchester United wise. I mean, I would... Oh, we don't need a bloody left back. Bruno Gonzalez linked with Manchester United. If there was ever a position we didn't need, it's a left back. Parisi's 83, and he doesn't get played ahead of the 81 rated Caicedo anyway. So it's probably because of his match rating, more so than anything else. Parisi should start, really. no decline, or no more than just the -1 for David De Gea so far with regards to decline. But I don't know as I want another left back. I'd rather we improved elsewhere. But a new signing is a new signing, I suppose, and will only strengthen us as a squad moving forward for the rest of the year. Anything else Premier League related? Not there on deadline day so far. Martin van der Voort is a goalkeeper that gets recommended quite a bit in comment sections, so he's come to Aston Villa now. And Bruno Gonzalez is in at 21 years of age for just £33 million. So I don't know if he's actually going to be any good or not. Shaparenko's moved from Roma to Everton, so we have a new player in the Premier League there as well. 25 players now. And Gonzalez is 82. So because his player performance isn't yet assigned, I don't know whether he'll now start ahead of Caicedo or whether Parisi might actually get the nod still. I've no idea. We should start Parisi because he's higher rated and better than the other two, but we can't say that we're not getting performances out of Caicedo or anybody else in the squad as it stands, because we're top of the Premier League and still going well in the FA Cup. Frustrated, obviously, to get grouped in the Champions League, and very disappointed, understandably, to get grouped in the Champions League. But in the two main Glory Hunter-esque domestic competitions, we are doing well. Very well, in fact. Manchester City should have played their game in hand by now, and indeed they have, and they've lost it. We are 11 points clear at the top of the table with 27. No. I don't know what I said earlier on in the episode. I said there was 15 games to go, and that meant there was 30 points. It's not. It's 45 points. I didn't twig at the time. I don't think anybody in live chat did either. There were 45 points available when we had 23 games played. There are now 42 points available from the next 14 games. 11 points clear, 42 points on the board. We could get over 100 points this year if we continue to score goals and create as well as we actually have. So, Samuel Ritchie in this window at 86. A new left back at 82 and an 80 rated 33-year-old Naby Keita. It's not great, but compared to the summer window, it's been nowhere near as destructive. In fact, it's not been destructive at all. We have, on paper, only gotten better. So we'll be happy enough. And with Burnley at home in the next round of the FA Cup in the round of 16, we've got to be confident of reaching the quarterfinals in that competition too. The double is on in the My Player this season with Manchester United. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any more. And I will see you for more tomorrow.